Welcome to another episode of On Foodable Weekly. Here we are at the National Restaurant Association show, and of course we're doing our Insight Series here at the show. None other than Sean Kennedy of Cowboy Chicken with me here, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, so 5 years ago in fast casual, almost non-existent, really. I mean, there's only a handful of you guys. You guys were here. Why do you feel like consumers have really jumped up and said, this is a great new segment to really embrace?
Well, I think if you look back over the last several years, you know, there was a big movement in the better burger category, right?
Yep.
And then now there's currently a movement in the better pizza category.
Yep.
The natural evolution of that is the better chicken category.
Okay. Your product feels like it's a bit more artisan. You know, it has that higher end feel, the whole experience at a Cowboy Chicken. Do you feel that area of fast casual when it comes to the chicken category is the one that needs to be the one that grows, or what are your thoughts on that?
You know, I think so for sure. You know, we are a premium fast casual restaurant company. We do put a lot of love into our product.
Right.
You know, we put a lot of love into cooking that chicken, and we cook it with a real wood burning fire, and it is an artisan product.
Yeah.
And it's not, you know, a lot of the other brands you mentioned are all fried.
Yeah,
and ours is not that.
Full
ours
roast.
It's wood fired, and it has a lot of the flavor that comes from cooking with wood that you can't get with any other restaurant out there.
And that is really some of the best flavors out there when you look at it. I've got some great recipes with that. All right, so let's talk about the consumer aspect of it. You guys, of course, you know, in fast casual, still the model is, you know, order, pay, delivery. What does your speed zone look like?
Well, our goal from the time that you actually place your order with one of our front of the house cashiers is we're targeting a 4-minute ticket time.
Okay.
So, you know, it's...
so you're moving pretty quickly then.
We are. Our restaurants are geared towards speed, but they're high volume, and, you know, but we try to really serve a good quality product in a fast environment like that allows us to satisfy our guests and really deliver something that they're looking for.
All right, so Sean, we've talked about fast casual trends before, and really kind of where the industry is going. So all the better categories have emerged. All are doing well, you know. What do you think is the headroom left for fast casual?
You know, I think there's a lot of room for innovation. I mean, you have now, you know, you guys term it, I guess, fast casual 2.0, which is, you know, some chef-driven, still in the fast casual space concept development. What we're seeing is more focused menus. We're seeing people really specialize in what they do. Yeah. I think there's a lot of room to grow with a lot of specialization out there. And I think the fast casual space, I think it's here to stay, and I definitely think that's where all the action is going to be in the next 10, 15 years.
Thanks for joining us today. It's been great, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right. So continuing our conversation on fast casual phenomenons, and really we're kind of looking at the chicken segment. You know, we've had Sean Kennedy on a little bit earlier. Now I've got Aaron NOVESHEN of Starbirds, and hey man, thanks for jumping in on set today.
Absolutely, appreciate being here, Paul.
Yeah. All right, so I've been following you for a long time. You know, I've kind of been in and around this industry. Culinary Edge is a consulting group. I loved your whole idea around this incubator approach. Tell us about what's going on there.
So the Culinary Edge, we've been around for 14 years now, and we've worked with, you know, basically startups all the way to Starbucks.
Right.
And we help brands in food, and basically helping them develop product and menu strategies, guest experience components, and also helping them no matter where they are along their journey to improve upon their brand and profitability.
Right. With your chicken concept, so talk to me about like sourcing and how you guys are putting together the menu side of it.
Sure. From an ingredient strategy standpoint, we wanted to improve upon having better quality first, and then also thinking about sustainability and where these products are from, and make sure that they're not hurting the environment and just being part of and participating in, you know, being part of the solution versus being part of the problem.
All right, so that brings up a good point, and that's kind of the psychographic of the consumer.
Sure.
So consumer behavior in fast casual, you know, Chipotle has kind of fostered that.
Absolutely.
You've got Panera foster. What do you think is going to be kind of the killer app for brands like yours that can start to trigger that cycle behavior of consumers selecting this?
Well, it's clear that the consumer wants it, hence the demand, and you know, when we talk to consumers, we say, what's important about the chicken? You know, what's important about the food you eat? What's important about the food that you're feeding your children? You know, if you think about chicken nuggets, probably the biggest product or chicken strips that are being fed to kids today,
right?
Parents want to feed their kids a better product. You know, you look at the organic market, #1 selling items in organic, baby food and milk, right? As categories, it's clear that nurturing and understanding of where these ingredients are from, that they're not going to harm yourself or your kids, is really an important part of that.
All right, let's talk about kind of the growth vertical of chicken. So
sure,
pizza has been on a tear.
Absolutely.
Better burgers have kind of exploded. With chicken, do you feel like that has the potential to go bigger because it's a more, you know, acceptable everyday food?
Absolutely.
What's your thought there?
You know, the consumer eats 2 times as much chicken as any other protein. Okay, so that the consumption of chicken is greater than any other protein out there. It's got a health halo that's built into it, right? Chicken is perceived, you know, fish, the other business I'm in at Pacific Catch, is, you know, the healthiest of proteins, and I would say chicken is a close second. And all the legacy chicken players, I mean, they do a great job. I love eating, you know, Popeyes, KFC. I have great childhood memories of eating at those places. Is really their bone-in business is in a heavy decline, right? The growth is really about boneless. It's in strips. It's in chicken sandwiches. A lot of the great burger brands are getting into chicken because they're doing greater sales in chicken now than they are in some of their core products. So we see it. The last decade was about the burger boom, right? All the better burger players. This decade is going to be all about chicken. It already is starting, and there's a couple players out there. Certainly Chick-fil-A does a great job, and they continue to grow and expand nationally. We're basically looking to say, hey, Chick-fil-A does a great job. How do we take it up a notch?
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And how do we improve upon some of the great things that they do to be the next generation of what premium, super premium fast food can be in the chicken space?
Yeah. Aaron, it's always great to talk to you. Love picking your brain.
Sure.
Thanks for stopping in.
Absolutely. Enjoy being with here all the time.
Absolutely. All right, so we're signing off here from an Insight Series on the fast casual phenomenons right here at the National Restaurant Association 2016 show in Chicago. Keep watching on Foodable Weekly.